Chris Rock has done it. He finally went in on Will and Jada. Well, here's the thing. He really ain't stopped. Chris has been doing shows where he's been talking about Will and Jada for the whole year. While Will still comes out apologizing every day about it. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that. Chris, I'm sorry, man. You know, I had a lot going on, man. I'm sorry, shouldn't have done that. You my guy. Wild Wild West. We come on to the Wild Wild West. Big Will, Drew Hill. Yo, that's my man's Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. I slapped you in the face. I shouldn't have did that. And I'm so hurt because I have so much going on in my life that I know I shouldn't have slapped you in the face in front of billions of people. So, Chris Rock comes out and confirms everything that I knew. I remember when I did those videos, I actually called Chris Rock's publicist. I called Will Smith publicists because I know they're publicists, because they're in the film industry. And I review movies. Not like we're best friends. Not like I say, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee. Nothing like that, because that is not the facts. I love how somebody say lying when I said there's a video and I was live when I called. That meant like we did a live stream here. Live. And when we did this, so it already happened. The live stream is still up. Are you okay now? You sure? That means it already happened. Now, anyway, back to the fact of the matter. Chris Rock brought everything and confirmed what we all know. But there was some interesting things that happened, people. And we're going to get into that next. Oh, yeah. Something interesting happened. Y'all probably didn't catch it or got it. But, oh, buddy, it was something. Now, Chris came out and told a couple jokes about Will, how he tried to call him after we all know what happened. When everybody called him the B word, called him soft, he was the crying emoji, everything. Chris like, I called this dude. I called him. He wouldn't answer my call.
Everybody. And who's he hit? Me.
He hit me.
A nigga he know he can beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
Oh no, I didn't see you said Bimmy and Fat Joe getting credit for Biggie Anthony Mason's story when they all got it from me. But none of them is telling you who the woman is. But I did. That's what we talking about.
That's what the fuck happened, okay? The fuck of here, man. The fuck? What the fuck? I do nothing to this motherfucker, okay?
And that's the truth. He did nothing to Will. But what we had today was all of these apologists want to get mad at Chris Rock for calling Jada Pinkett the B word.
You saying you sure supposed to fight in front of white people, but you could call somebody the N-word in front of people and call a black woman a B in front of these people? You need to check yourself, Chris. You let some white people say the N-word in front of you, Chris.
They trying to go and do a smear campaign. Like Will Smith gonna send him some tickets to Bad Boy 4 or something. Y'all fools on the internet need to stop. We know a campaign when we see one. We know a campaign when we see one. Stop. You making yourself look stupid. He mad he called her a B. It was more black people in there than white people, buddy. Whenever you see blacks in the front row, they somewhere near the hood. I mean, hey, look, y'all can trip on that. He called her a B stuff all you want. He called it what it is. If she wasn't acting like a B, he wouldn't have called her a B. And he know her better than we all know her. They work together. They've been friends and around each other for years. So if he calls her a B, I'm on the outside and don't know her and called her a B. She must be a B. He would know. But he ain't got to call her that in front of a bunch of white people. I don't care who was there. He can call her a B in front of black people. He can call her a B in front of white people. I don't care if they was aliens from space. They was like, man, we was somewhere stranded somewhere out there near Uranus, and we came in here and we heard this rock was talking about this bee, and she's a bee. Right, everybody's calling her a bee. I mean, what would you call her? Don't she not conduct herself as one? What would you call that? A woman that sleep with her son friend, then fly her husband all the way in while he filming a movie that's finna bomb. He trying to keep the lights on because you ain't doing damn nothing but sitting around here on a red table exposing all they dirt. That's supposed to be private in the household. So don't even get mad at me for talking about it. They get mad at me for talking about it. I'm like, why y'all getting mad at me for talking about it when y'all done put it out in front of the whole world? That's what Chris Rock is like. Saying the same damn thing I'm saying. You got a damn red table with the daughter and everybody else sitting in there talking about these issues. They finally got smart and started kicking the daughter out because America was like, what in the world is this young girl doing there listening to this grown-up stuff? She's talking about giving married people advice. It's like, ain't she 16, 17 years old? What the hell kind of advice she know about? I'm like, this woman going through a real emotional problem with her family and stuff, and she had the red table, and here come this little teenager. Well, I think you guys need to stay in your goddamn place. Go in there and play with a Bratz doll or something. What the hell you doing out here? This grown-up time. All right, so they start taking her out of some of the episodes. They're like, yeah, they do got a point. You do need to shut the F up. You just be jumping into stuff. Sit down. But she out there banging her son's friend. He come over, you sleeping with the son's friend in front of him, and then he stopped being cool with the dude, and you still bringing the dude over, and then he moved the hell out. He was like, I want to be emancipated from y'all. And they was like, oh no, he just wanted to do that on his own. The hell he did. He wanted to get the F away from y'all crazy folk. Y'all supposed to be my parent. Y'all in here screwing like a bunch of gerbils. And then, after this man making a movie that's about to bomb. He trying to keep the lights on. He got to leave the damn filming shoot to fly back to sit at a red table because you in trouble. And I'm going to let y'all know the real reason why this whole thing happened the way it did. The real reason why is because y'all don't know, most of y'all, if y'all been following me, you know, August has been talking about this for years. August been talking about this for years. Hit the like button, good people. When we get to 100 likes, then we'll start kicking it. We get over 100, then we're going to get to the juice. Because I'm going to tell you something Chris didn't tell you. What's up, Kennedy? Look, let me tell you what they didn't tell you. The reason why Will flew in and did that with her is because she was on the spot. And she knew she talked all this, you got to get it out on the red table about everybody else's life. Then when she get exposed, she want to take a break. Oh, wait a minute. No show tonight. There'll be no show tonight. Everybody like, oh, wait a minute. This dude just exposed you. But before that happened, he wasn't trying to expose her. She had cut him off because he was getting too attached and was like, look, we should just go public. And she like, going public with you ruins my $1 billion brand that I got with Will Smith. We got other things going on here. That is Will and Jada. Not Will and broke R&B singer. Matter of fact, do you have an album? I don't even know. He got mad. Start making a new album. Making songs talking about the relationship. Sending little stuffs in the DM to people. Sending out messages, calling her by a nickname that they call her by. On the records and letting people guess and figure it out. What everybody already knew. So it wasn't no big secret. Then he finally has a sit down. And of all people, who did he sit down and have this revelation with? Who did he reveal this to? Who did he have this revelation, this big, gigantic reveal? Who did August Alsina sit down and have this conversation with? Angela Yee. This is Will and Jada Smith, Pinkett Smith. And you sit down with Angela Yee. You could have been on Oprah, CNN. You couldn't sit with Gayle King. You couldn't sit with nobody. The most important person you could find to talk to was Angela Yee. And you think she finna leave Will Smith for you? You are a fool. Now, let's get to the rest of this. He was trying to extort her. This was an extortion. Him putting out those little bitty nuggets was his way of saying, I'm serious. I'm gonna go tell the world. And I know you don't want that. So we gotta continue what we doing. So she knows that this thing is gonna blow. She knows it's coming. So she's praying that he gets help and all that, playing the role. You need help. You need help, August. And I pray for you. How are you helping him in his mental illnesses and his sickness and all that by sleeping with him over and over again? She invites him on the episode of the show when she's talking about getting banged out. He on the show. See, I had a lot of sex, but it's like, why are you having this sex? August is sitting right there on the show. It told the whole thing right there. So it wasn't like anybody was alien to any of it. Jada Pinkett's sex addiction.
Where she revealed her addiction to sex.
My sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was younger, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes.
August is right there with her.
Could be fixed by sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear him? Yes. Yes. Did you hear August? August is sitting right there next to her. Yes. And when this show is over, I'm finna fix you some more. So, now my thing is, if you sit there and do that, invite the man you sleeping with on the show, bring him around the family like he's the boyfriend in the marriage and you still married to these kids' daddy, then invite this man back in front of the table. His eyes is bloodshot red because he tired. He on a red-eye flight. He got to go right back to the set right after you get through filming this crap. He sits right there. And they make a meme of him. Crazy, like, dog, you don't even care. You seem like you just don't even give a damn. She sit right there, interviews her man. Will Smith, her husband, and said, well, I had an entanglement, like Chris said. Yeah, I sucked his D, but how did that make you feel, Will? Will, like, this your mess. You get out of it. I don't know, I'm here for your support, that's it. So he seemed like a simp for saying this, but he really don't care. Will just like, can I leave now? Can I go? He don't want to have nothing to do with her. He's stuck with her because of the brand. They have other businesses together. Oh, well, I mean, it's just unusual because for years, they claim like we want privacy. Please respect our privacy in our lives. And it's like, okay, we can respect the privacy of your lives, but when you sit there and invite all this information, invite your life out to the public is going to talk about it. So you can't be upset about it. So when people be like, man, why are you doing this? Like, they put this out in the public. So if they didn't put it out there, wouldn't nobody be talking about it? If they'd have kept all this to them damn selves, no one be talking about it. They could have had all this craziness all out. Right. Her and her mama can sit there on a show and have these conversations with her granddaughter and everything else. See, her mama, it makes up for all of this stuff. She's okay with it. Her mom's okay with her daughter's behavior. Because now she's involved in getting the money. So, if y'all don't think that's the attitude of a B, or somebody who you would call the B word, she's somebody exactly who I would call the B word. How you gonna screw somebody else and act like that's your man when I'm married to you, then turn around and bring me in to ask me questions about it live in front of everybody in the world? If that ain't a B, I don't know what is. So Chris Rock had every right for all these apologists out there. Yeah, Chris Rock, you a hypocrite. You calling her a B word in front of a room full of white folks. Nothing but black folks was in there. It was more black folks than white folks at that Chris Rock show. And he confirmed what I already know. When y'all say, man, Cino, you don't know nothing about that. Everybody that's around Chris Rock ain't rich. Let me tell you that now. No, most of these dudes make $1,200 to $2,200 a month. $2,200 a month. They around Chris Rock more than you know. I know what you think. Being a comic means like you gonna get millions of dollars. No, there's a lot of broke comics out there. There's some comics right now like $2,200 a month. What's his set? I would love that money. It is not a life that's designed for you to go to the top. There's a lot of lows. A lot of lows. Shoot, Jamie Foxx had to do a lot of things strange to get where he's at. The comedian lifestyle is not for everyone. And you still might not make it. You know how many comedians don't make it and they have to give up? Somebody was on their last dime and it just happened. DL whole career is a mistake. Somebody got sick and fell out and DL got the call to come do the show if he could make it there, and he made it there, and he was going to quit in like one more week and just say, all right, I'm going to get this up, go get me a job and go back over there because they hiring. Just give me 2 weeks. And just so happened somebody got sick, fell out of a show, he drove out there and he killed it. That performance led to him getting on some other shows and getting a hosting gig. which leads to the kings of comedy, blah, 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 blah. You heard the comedian lifestyle story is not a good one. Chris Rock came in and he was so controversial when he first hit. But when I first saw Chris Rock's performance, I said, oh, Jesus. This dude, I don't know if he's going to be ready for Johnny Carson. I don't think they're going to have to polish him up. He was too black. I was like, this dude was too black. Oh, Chris, a lot of people don't remember Chris Rock to Bring the Pain. That's what a lot of people, they gravitated to Chris Rock after that. That's where he got a lot of his white fans from. White fans came from Bring the Pain. All because he said, when I'm at the ATM, I'm not looking there for the media. I'm looking out for niggas. And white people was, yes! See, I'm not the only one. Chris Rock just said that. That's how I felt. You know, I love Chris Rock because that's honest. At least he said that. I'm not the only one looking. They went hook, line, and sinker. And ever since that, he was an international success. One joke took him to stardom. We loved the whole show. They loved one joke. Bigger and blacker was even better. But it did not get the acclaim because he didn't have a joke like that in the set. Now, getting back to Will and Jada, he said, I didn't have a problem with her. She started it. I told y'all that. It went back to the Oscars. And he said what he said because she threatened to boycott the Oscars and said that we should boycott the Oscars because black people wasn't represented because Will Smith didn't get nominated for concussion. But the part that people omit, because when they play the clip, they don't have the audio because it was only written. She was saying how Chris Rock shouldn't perform. He should quit and don't host the Oscar. So she want him to walk away, and they put a lot of pressure on Chris because of that. So Dave Chappelle and all the other brothers showed up there for Chris' support and was like, no, man, you don't ask him to do that. You know how many years they wouldn't even let a black person host the Oscars? That's a big moment. And now you want him to throw it away once we get a black host. So they was like, no, he ain't finna do that. So that's when Chris Rock was like, oh, okay, you ain't talked to Chris when you put that statement out to asking him. He telling and saying he should step down. So then he go out there and said, you wasn't invited, which she wasn't. Oh boy, was she pissed. And when he says Will Smith practices selective outrage, let me go into what that really was about. We finna get into all of it tonight. Let me tell you what that's about. What the hell, the battery did? Oh. Yeah, the battery did. See, I got this battery charge thing. So it's cordless. But I don't have popcorn, seeds, nothing like that on my floor. But selective outrage. Why is that the title? And why he say Will practices in selective outrage. Oh, we gonna get into that. Oh, the show is on Netflix. It was a Netflix live special. Now everybody can just go and watch it. But it was live premiered at 9 o'clock last night. That thing broke a record. Because everybody was waiting on him to just talk about Will. The show was great. That was one of his best sets he's had in a long time. All the abortion thing was classic. But we're going to get into this selective outrage by Will. You see, this is what pissed Chris off and everybody else. This ain't got nothing to do with Chris, why you hit him, right? If Will was a real dude who was really sorry for what the hell he just did, Will Smith would have not done what he did following the acts after. Will Smith did the most holiest thing you could ever do in life. He played the victim. Will Smith played the victim.
Well, my wife and, she's been battling alopecia. And alopecia is a very serious disease. And, when he made fun of that and my wife was being attacked, I'm a protector of my family. So I just acted out. He's the victim.
Now all of a sudden, alopecia is the killer of all killers. She got one little dot right here. Beep. She can grow all her hair back and won't be missing a spot. You won't even see it. She got one little dot. I'm battling alopecia. No, Trick, you wanted to keep your hair low anyway. Stop. It's people that got real alopecia problems. They got big, gigantic holes in their head. They have to really go through it. You got all these colorful wigs and hair pieces. You ain't battling a goddamn thing. Shoot, Meryl Streep is bald as hell. Do you see Meryl out there looking bald? She got the best hairdo wig you can find. Every award show. But Will was playing the victim. This was a lot better than Tangerine. He wasn't ready for the Netflix special when he did Tangerine. Oh, it's some more selective outrage. This ain't nothing. That's just the beginning. That was the beginning. Had he actually been real and went up to him like, I'm finna go up here and talk to homie. I'm gonna go talk to my homeboy. Had he done that, things would have went different. But hold on, I'm gonna come back. Hold on, I'll be back 1 second. Is that Moonlight? That's Moonlight. The girl that's in love with me. Man, your man must still be out of town. Your dealer's still out of town. I'm sorry, I can't get you no crack way out there where you at. Hold on, I'll be back. All right. Had to take a leaky leak. Oh no, I got to go take a leaky leak, boy. I had to pee like, whew. Trying to figure out which coat do I want to take. I need that one to go to the cleaners. I want to take the cleaner's jacket. But let's get back into some Will Smith selective outrage. Will Smith, after that, decided to go out of the country and go see the damn Dalai Lama. He visited the damn Dalai Lama for a slap. All he had to do was say,
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what, you ain't deserve that, Chris. That's my bad. I shouldn't have did that. I wasn't mad at you. You know it's her, right? Damn. You ain't deserve that, B.
but no, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. He got to ride this victim train out. He's the victim. He got to go to the Dalai Lama, fly over there and go meditate.
I need to meditate. I cannot react that way when I get angry when something happens to me and my family.
He's the victim. Chris Rock just got slapped and humiliated in front of millions of people. But once again,
Big Will.
he's the victim. Selective outrage. Yeah, my living room is big enough to run around in, baby. Yo, crack dealer, he can't do that. He run around, he in the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, all in one step. Like, I just went around my house. I mean, damn. Feel bad for him. The fuck are these people doing about my house? That's right. Crack like talking about she's in real estate. She's in real estate. She don't talk about no real estate. She over here cheating on her man. You over here running out on your man. I told y'all she want me. She don't want that crackhead. He's probably done smoked up all her crack. That's what happens in the game. Oh no, she's an Uncle Crack fan. She an Uncle Crack baby. I don't know if she's graduated to gummy level. He'll turn on her in a week. It was raining yesterday, buddy. Now let's get to it. After he visits the Dalai Lama, he comes back and then he makes a video. Oh yeah, thank you for hitting the like button and thank all y'all for the super chat. Appreciate it. He goes ahead and hits the damn record and makes a video apology to Chris.
Yeah, it took some time to make this video.
He looked like somebody had him in there reading a damn letter like he was in Taliban or something. The Taliban caught him and he had to make a damn video right away. Like, when Taliban got me, you gotta make a video.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris. My movie's coming out and I don't need people to hate me. So I need them to come out and see Emancipation. So I'm coming out saying I'm sorry. You know, and Tony, I don't know if that could ever be repaired, our friendship.
You think Tony Rock give a damn about your friendship now? Y'all used to be friends, boys. But what you don't do is exploit people. Especially when they got money too. They got more money or just about as much money and powerful friends as you. Dave Chappelle is cool with you, Will, but he showed you where his alliance was with. His alliance is with Chris. They're comedians. He like you, but if you ask him what he gonna do and who he gonna align with, he gonna perform and do tours with Chris. You chose selective outrage. You couldn't be outraged at your wife because you was mad that they embarrassed you. You knew this dude was sleeping with your wife, but you didn't care because you got to sleep with whoever you wanted to. But you decided to go sleep with a YouTuber. But we ain't talking about that yet. We ain't talking about Will entanglement, because Will didn't have one. He had the green light to sleep with whoever he wanted, so he was feeling good. See, remember when Will turned 50? And he jumped out of a helicopter, and they was like, ain't no black dude finna bungee jump. Let me tell y'all a little secret about that. Will Smith, before doing that jump, that was all promotion and marketing. They were paid for that. He was insured by the Lords of London for $200 million. If Will Smith had died accidentally from that jump that was inspected by everybody, the Lords of London insured him over $200 million. That made sure nobody was going to take Will's life. Will was smart. He went and got insurance. They weren't finna pay out $200 million to Jada Pinkett Smith. See, stuff y'all don't know about that I know about. Just because I don't say it, don't mean I don't know it. Now, he said, oh, I want to do my bucket list. He started doing all this bucket list crap that he was scared to do. And he finally was doing it. They got paid for all of it. But to make sure that Will Smith wasn't assassinated from people that want to actually have him killed, he went and got insurance on himself. Kobe Bryant didn't have that insurance from the Lords of London. If Kobe would have put that Lords of London insurance on himself while he was taking them helicopter trips, Oh, they'd have made sure ain't nothing gonna happen to Kobe. That insurance company gonna be whoa, wait. Can't do it. Because once you're insured by them, there are certain protocols you can't do anymore. You're not gonna be allowed to actually do the things that you like. You can't take a photograph on a roof. That would violate your terms of the contract, because you got to keep making them. You got to make those deposits every time for that insurance. The premium, hey, here he comes. You got to keep paying on it. So that whole jump was insured. That if Will had anything happen to him, $200 million. Before Deion Sanders ever played a game in the NFL, he had his legs insured by the Lords of London. In case you don't know who the Lords of London is, it's one of the largest banks in the world, and for insurance, that's what they do. They're the kings of insurance. Michael Jackson was insured by the Lords of London. And to pass that test, to get insured by them, they put you through a strenuous health inspection. And if you don't pass the health inspection, you don't get insured. Rest assured, you know that. You are not getting insured if they do not approve. Kanye West was insured by the Lords of London. They hardly ever pay out money. They had to pay Kanye West after years, after he pulled out for mental health reasons during the concert tour. And they held and fought in court and drained Kanye of all his money. Kanye had to wait to get his money. Why do you think Drake put that in the song? Too rich for who, you just got rich again. Too rich for whom? You just got rich again. He was broke. Kim Kardashian was paying everything out of her own pocket. So she was paying for the new house that was getting built when Kanye did this move. Kanye was lying to you. This didn't have anything to do with his wife getting robbed in Paris. That's not a reason why he stopped the tour. That's the reason why he had to go. He didn't even go to Paris. He pulled out of the show, but he didn't go to Paris to go get her. She came back. Why was Michael killed, Latoya? You got to go to the Patreon. We're on part 4 right now. There's 4 parts right now. We got the whole story going right now. Episode 4 is up, and it's all revealing things you didn't even know about. It's detailing from the very beginning. We actually have footage of the actual contract that he signed in that record deal for the Beatles catalog. He bought Sony, everything. So you're gonna find out why all of it was going down. Who's the real culprit? And what did they actually do? And then you're gonna see where they at today, and you're gonna say, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I'm saying believe it now. Believe it now, because it is finished. When this is done, you ain't gonna have no more questions. None at all. I think we show the actual contract in episode 2. And you see Michael Jackson didn't sign one of the pages. But there's a provision in that contract that says that in case somebody dies, one party has the right to buy out the other party. There's a death provision in the contract. But go and check it out and you will definitely understand why. Well, that's the only nugget I'm gonna give y'all from that. And the rest y'all gonna have to go and see it on the Patreon. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Will Smith, after making the video, only did that because Emancipation was coming out, right? But it's selective outrage because he was not pissed at all in August for doing what he was doing. Because Will was having his fun with his little love piece that he got. That's why Will does not have a hotel. Will Smith does not stay in hotels. When he films a movie, he has a SUV, not an SUV, but a damn RV, a custom-made RV that he can drive and put it on a lot, park it, and it's like an apartment. He takes it everywhere he goes. Will Smith is not going to get busted walking in and out of a hotel. No. He's got an RV and you can come party with Will in his RV. Now, Will Smith was bouncing around with a little YouTube. That ain't make no news. Will was in a full-blown relationship with another woman. That ain't make no news. That's why he didn't care about August. But don't try to act like you defending her on the Oscar stage like this is about my wife because she just got busted. Now you want to make and use him as an example. Don't do that. Because now you're being phony. Nobody gonna respect it now. It's fake. So he had every right to call her a B. Everything Jada has done has been the work of a B. Don't call her that in front of white people. You can call that in front of anybody. He had every right to talk about her the way he did. Hell, he talked about his daughter worse. don't want to brag, but yeah, I'll brag. I have some of the highest content ratings on Patreon. Nobody on Patreon contributes more than me. That is a fact. Nobody put up content like I do. They put up one thing, right? And they might put up another one thing 3 days later. I didn't even know I was doing something that was like out of the ordinary. Like I'm putting up 3 different pieces a day. Sometimes more. They putting up 3 pieces a week. They're like, the average is about 3 pieces a week. Jesus Christ, dude. Like your content creation is like unbelievable. So that's why people go to my VIP more than anybody else's. They're like, man, we go to your VIP because we know what we getting. We ain't getting hardly nothing for this crap. That's why Joe Budden thing ain't popping, because don't nobody really care about Joe Budden enough. You ain't saying anything that's VIP worthy. You don't have no real information. He's just trying to scam people. No. That's what they trying to do. Trying to play the victim role again. How you gonna call that black woman Jada Pinkett Smith a B in front of all those white people? I'm like, oh my God. People, social media, that's how you know they put the battery in the back of these plants. And then they send them out in the world and try to have them get outraged. Like, get mad. You upset. Upset about what? I'll be like, she is a B. Chris has been around her forever. And ain't nobody sitting there like, he been knowing her for years. They've been friends for a very long time. You forgot? He's in Madagascar. He's the damn zebra. She's the hippo. Now Madagascar 4 might be in danger. Uh-oh, the hippo and the zebra, they ain't talking to each other. What we gonna do? You think the kids gonna be paying attention to that? Madagascar ain't nothing but Shrek remix. That's all it is. It's the Shrek remix. Instead of Donkey, played by Eddie Murphy, ooh, Shrek. Now you got Zebra, played by Chris Rock. Man, I'm sure don't feel like doing this. Look at my stripes. That's how you get your money in Hollywood. You gotta play an animated animal. Back when they said Eddie Murphy, he couldn't make a joke no more. He wasn't funny no more. Eddie sucked. He can't do. Eddie was cashing $30 million checks from doggone Shrek. Then he did Dreamgirls. Eddie's back. He's like, back from where? The bank? Hell y'all talking about? Tell you, boy, I love my barber. My barber, man, I swear, my man so hood. He gonna keep the temporary sticker in the window, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's my guy. He gonna keep it hood. That temporary gonna be there to 2026. How about he disrespected Anita Baker? He told the truth. He was like, I ain't trying to, he said what he's trying to do. He said, I ain't trying to, old as I am, I ain't working out every day so I can get Anita Baker. I'm trying to hit Doja Cat. And here y'all come. He disrespected Anita Baker. Now, I love Anita Baker. I think Anita Baker look fine, but I ain't trying to get Anita Baker either. I ain't trying to hit her. I ain't trying to hit Doja Cat either. He can have that one. But I see his point. See, you missed the part where he said, hey, what he want. He ain't saying everybody else. He's saying him. He's like, look, I'm rich. I'm rich. I am not working out and getting in shape so I can get me a Doja Cat. I want me a young girl. Young girl be like, can I have these shoes? I want those shoes. She'll get the shoes and she'll model it around naked with no clothes on. Hey, that's inexpensive. Older woman be like, I need my roof done. You talking to the contractor, getting estimates? Ain't nothing attractive about that. So you missing the joke and the point. This is about his choices. But everybody got selective outrage. If Cat Williams would have said that joke, nobody would have had a problem. But y'all went right to Will and Jada. Jada Pinkett, somebody who had talent as an actress, as a performer. She has talent. She just chose to squander it because she has so many other vices going on in her life that sabotages every damn thing. She sabotaged her own success, her attitude problems, then the Will Smith factor. Everybody know Will Smith is henpecked. Jada bosses him around. We know who the alpha is in the house. It ain't Will. It's Jada. She runs every damn thing. He don't be wanting to do none of this damn stuff. Most of the stuff that always go wrong with Will, Jada's at the helm of it. Everything that went wrong with Will, Jada had a hand in. She's always doing something to lure him. Right, he had to lower himself down and get into fights with people, producers, and everybody else over Jada. Will, I'm gonna have to call my husband, Will Smith, because y'all disrespecting me. Now, I loved Will Smith when he came out with his own film company, Overbrook. Him and James, they've been knowing each other from Philly. They came here when they did the Annie movie that almost bankrupted them, but they did the Annie movie together. And when they did the Annie movie, they had to come to Chicago to come down here for the records. And that's when I ran into them. And we was talking about certain movies and things. And we had a good rapport. And Kevin Smith and his company, this was in like 2014. And they had to come get an approval for some music for the song, for the movie Annie. They had to come here and actually apply and go down personally and get it. So James and the rest of his team, I met them there. We've had great conversations since 2014. So it's nothing personal against them. They just wrong. And people just don't know how to accept when somebody is wrong. If they like them, They're gonna fight for them in any kind of way, shape, or form. You can still like them, but if somebody wrong, they just wrong. Hook, line, and sinker. They just wrong, people. I ain't make them wrong. What they did is wrong. Just own it and then move on. But we gotta have a connection to it. We gotta say, well, we don't know the whole story. Maybe there's a mental health thing. Oh shit! Ghetto bird, ghetto bird, ghetto bird, ghetto bird, ghetto bird, ghetto bird. Man, that's what we used to say anytime we saw a helicopter, because I don't see helicopters out here. We don't get helicopters deployed unless you in Compton or in LA. Helicopters all day long. Ghetto bird, ghetto bird. I forgot he on security alert. Uh-oh. Not a car here. Where he at? There ain't no bell. Oh, he might be in the bathroom. Then again, I am at the wrong place. I'm knocking on the wrong door.
Knocking on the nail.
Yeah, the nail shop. I'm like, where the hell is he? He in the bathroom.
Then look and turn around like,
Yeah.
you went to the door because my car right there.
Right. And I was like, your car right by that door. So I'm knocking in the wrong door. I was like, he must be in the bathroom.
That's all. I thought you went where dude got the shoes at. I didn't know where he was opening up.
Shoot, I'm over here we talked about Chris Rock thing last night.
He came on there.
Yeah, on Netflix, man, he went in on Will Smith now.
Shit, I was watching Jones fuck dude up.
Oh, the UFC? Oh, yeah. Well, of
Yeah.
course. That dude, he ain't the champ. The champ left.
No, you know Jones is champ.
I mean, no, they just made him the champ. The other dude who's the champ, the African dude, Nuanga.
I seen him.
Yeah, no. Not Alcina. That guy he just beat up is the guy that lost the belt. He just got beat by the guy, Francis Ngannou. Remember that dude Nigerian? He the champ. Yeah, and then Dana White don't want to pay him his money. So, yeah, so you know that.
He don't want to pay the white boy his money.
He didn't want to play the Nigerian his money.
Oh, yeah. And they showed had old Jamal Hill and everybody up there last night.
Oh, Jamel Hill was
Yeah,
there?
Jamal Hill was there.
What us self doing up there? That's a little troublemaker there.
No, the champ dude from Chicago.
Oh,
That live in Michigan too, also. This one here, a black brother champion for UFC. Yeah,
from
man.
Chicago?
Yeah, named Jamal Hill.
Oh, Jamal Hill. I thought you meant Jamel Hill.
Oh, you talking about the old girl from ESPN?
Yeah, I thought you talking about.
You know they ain't gonna let her ass in there.
No, but Chris told him right. You know what I'm saying? That's selective outrage. That's exactly what it is. John, you crazy. It's selective outrage. Exactly what he's saying. Like he said, I ain't did none of that MF. That's all his wife. He's like, your wife was sleeping with your son's friend. That ain't got nothing to do with me. After all that, he's like, Will Smith, he's like, if y'all don't know, because y'all see it on TV, but Will Smith is about 3 times my size. He's like, look, that dude played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie.
He ain't say that.
Yeah, I played Pookie in New Jack. This man do movies with his shirt off. I ain't never had my shirt off. If I get open heart surgery, I'm going to have on a sweater.
I gotta go to the crib and watch it then.
Yeah. Man, the abortion thing had me on the floor. And I was like, that was the wildest thing. He's like, man, I think I'm all for the people want to get abortion. I'm pro-choice. He's like, I didn't pay for more abortions than anybody in this room. He's like, everybody arguing about what trimester, man. I think you should be able to take them out till they're at least what 8 years old. You can get them aborted. He's like, forget trimester. I'm talking about semester. He's like, boy, he's like, I get that report card, I look at this, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna let you finish watching Stranger Things, but after that, we going to the clinic. Get you a boy. Man, I think you should be able to kill a child.
That nigga took all this frustration down.
Man, that was hilarious. He's like, I think you can take them out at any time. You get a bad report card, be like, all right, I'm gonna let you finish Stranger Things. After that, we going to the clinic. Oh man, I was on the floor laughing. Like you say, I'm rich, man. I want a young chick. I can't. He's like, I ain't working out so I can get Anita Baker. I want to get me Doja Cat. Man, I was laughing. Yeah, he was like, man, he's like, young girl, man, they don't take none to really get impressed them. Damn, man, they be like, can I get these shoes? I'll send you the Venmo. I'll send you the link.
My cash app.
Yeah, I just want these shoes. Come on, can I get these shoes? He's like, yeah, you can get them shoes. They be modeling them shoes and butt naked in your room. He's like, man, you get an older girl, man. She be like, I need my roof done. The roof? He's like, yeah, I need to get my roof redone.
The furnace going out.
All right. He's like, man, you up there talking to contractors, getting estimates. Ain't nothing sexy about that.
No clothes for this.
Right. Ain't nothing sexy about that. Get that doggone estimate. He's like, man, she wants the driveway done. He's like, no.
This morning, we're going to take off here pretty soon, and we're hoping to get the next location where we might.
Like he talking about, boy, beauty. Yeah, if he's talking about beauty, man, beauty get them all. He's like, Beyonce, beautiful as hell. He's like, women beauty, boy, they take them everywhere. He's like, my wife got just as amount of money as me, and she ain't funny for shit. She got just about as much money as me.
He's just the same.
He's like, it ain't the same. It don't hit the same. That beauty, boy, that can take a woman anywhere. He's like, that don't work for a man. He's like, Beyonce so beautiful that even if she was doing singing, and she was working at Burger King somewhere, she could still get Jay-Z and marry him. He's like, that's how fine Beyonce is. If she was working at Burger King and Jay-Z saw her at Burger King, he could marry her. But if Jay-Z was working at Burger King,
yeah, whole different thing.
but if Jay-Z was working at Burger King,
Like he was a whole door before.
right, it ain't gonna hit. Right, he's like, man, I live in an area where all these women, they don't even work. They choose not to work.
Mm-hmm.
They at home all day. He's like, man, you know you in a good neighborhood then. You got a bunch of women that ain't working. They just in there. I choose not to work. Husband making all the money. They nice house. He say you in the neighborhood. Right, you see in the neighborhood, you see dudes, bunch of dudes in sweatpants, ain't working, lifting weights in the yard. riding kids' bikes to the to the store for their transportation, you in danger. You in danger. If you a bunch of round men that don't work, you in danger.
About to be one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, he had a lot of good jokes, man. The one about his daughter. His daughter, he's like, man, they rich, they spoiled. Spoiled as hell. He's like, they spoiled, and he's like, man, my daughter got into some trouble. They finna kick her and these girls out of school. And my wife like, we need to get a lawyer. We need to sue the dean, sue everybody. So he's like, we got the lawyer, and then I go by the pool. My daughter's sitting there with her friends, like, and just chilling, like nothing going wrong.
Like they ain't here.
Yeah, and then she's like, don't worry, I'll be back in school in no time. You know, like, oh, like talking like she doing all this stuff. Boy, he went in there, he's like, I went there, I saw the dean, and he said, you know what, I know you getting it from everybody, and they want to get you up out of here, but I want you to throw my daughter out. I want you to kick her out. Throw her out of school. Yeah, throw her out of school. He was like, they got rid of all. He like, the dean got rid of everybody. He did. My daughter was the first to go. And he's like,
full house mama like that.
Yeah, Chris was like happy. Like the phone was ringing. He's like, I think you should answer that. That might be for you.
Yeah.
She was, Daddy, they threw me out of school. Oh, you don't say.
You know what I'm saying?
He wanted her to feel that. Like, you need to get thrown out so you can understand something. But he's like, that was the best thing ever happened to her. She got rid of all that, started getting serious then. And he was like, her mama and her, she don't know I had nothing to do with it until they watch this show right here live, right now on Netflix. y'all ain't know I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, like he said, it's just like the schools out here, man. And he's like, man, you around these rich folks, boy, they all got lawyers. He's like, even the lawyer got lawyers. So the parents come in here, he's like, these kids get lawyers. They get a lawyer so quick for anything. He told us, this person said, what, Beyonce worked. He's like, she would have hella kids. Jay wouldn't want her. Man, you crazy. These dudes will take care of them and the kids. What you talking about? When they want that woman, they want that woman. They'll make room for them kids. She be like, you know, I got 2 kids. All right, cool. I got a basement. Hook that up. You ain't got to go nowhere.
We good. Some more babies on that, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one baby. He's already turned stepdaddy. First day, not the first hour.
Yep. Oh yeah. Shouts out to KB, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, but I'll hit y'all back later. We've been through everything. We done talked about that special long enough. Thanks, Darius. Yeah, so y'all should head to the Patreon right now. I'm out.